The San Francisco 49ers once again proved why they are one of the most dangerous teams in the NFL, defeating the Seattle Seahawks in a tough 17-13 battle that kept fans on the edge of their seats from start to finish. This wasn't just another regular season win, this was a statement game. And at the center of it all was quarterback Brock Purdy, whose name is quickly becoming impossible to ignore in the ongoing MVP conversation. Purdy's journey to this point has been remarkable. From being the last pick in the NFL draft to now becoming the face of the 49ers offense, he continues to silence doubters week after week. Against Seattle, he didn't just manage the game, he controlled it, delivering clutch throws, maintaining composure when the pressure was at its highest, and proving that he has both the mental toughness and the skill set required to lead this franchise to greatness. What stood out most in this game was Purdy's ability to stay calm under constant defensive pressure from the Seahawks. Seattle came in prepared with a game plan to disrupt his rhythm, but Purdy never lost his poise. Instead, he adapted, reading the defense with precision, spreading the ball effectively, and making the kind of smart decisions that separate good quarterbacks from truly elite ones. Every time the Seahawks thought they had the momentum, Purdy and the 49ers found a way to answer back. That is the mark of a leader who can carry a team through adversity. But of course, this win wasn't only about Purdy. The 49ers supporting cast once again demonstrated why this roster is one of the deepest and most complete in the league. Christian McCaffrey's impact on the ground and as a receiver opened up opportunities all game long. His ability to fight for extra yards and keep drives alive was crucial in grinding down the Seahawks defense. Meanwhile, the 49ers wide receivers stepped up in key moments, with reliable targets giving Purdy the confidence to take shots downfield. Add in the offensive line's determination to protect their quarterback against a tough Seattle pass rush, and it becomes clear that this was a complete team effort on offense. Defensively, the 49ers showed why they are feared around the league. Seattle was limited to just 13 points, and every time they looked ready to break through, San Francisco's defense tightened up. The pass rush created chaos for the Seahawks quarterback, while the secondary made sure big plays were hard to come by. The 49ers defense thrives on physicality and discipline, and this game was another reminder of how critical that unit will be as the season moves forward. In the end, it was that defensive toughness that helped close out the win and preserve the momentum for San Francisco. Now let's circle back to Brock Purdy, because make no mistake, this win adds fuel to his MVP narrative. When we talk about most valuable player, it's not just about stats, though Purdy's numbers continue to impress. It's about impact, leadership, and the ability to change the course of games. That's exactly what Purdy has been doing week after week. His story resonates with fans, a young quarterback who wasn't supposed to be here, now leading one of the most iconic franchises in football and doing it with confidence beyond his years. Analysts are beginning to agree that Purdy deserves to be in the top tier of MVP candidates, and performances like this make it harder and harder to argue otherwise. This victory also has bigger implications for the 49ers season. Sitting at the top of the NFC picture, every win matters as they push for playoff positioning and home field advantage. Games against divisional rivals like the Seahawks are especially important, and coming out on top in a close contest shows the resilience and championship mentality that defines this team. For head coach Kyle Shanahan, this game was further proof that his system works perfectly with Purdy at the helm, blending creativity with execution and giving defenses nightmares every week. As the season progresses, the question isn't just whether the 49ers can make the playoffs, it's whether they can dominate the NFC and book another trip to the Super Bowl. With weapons like McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, and a defense loaded with stars, San Francisco has all the pieces needed for a championship run. And if Purdy continues to perform at this level, not only could the 49ers find themselves playing for the Lombardi Trophy, but Purdy himself might walk away with MVP honors, cementing his place in history as one of the league's brightest young stars. For the Seahawks, this loss will sting. They fought hard, kept the game competitive, and had their chances to pull off the upset. But in the end, they simply couldn't overcome the 49ers' balance on both sides of the ball. This game highlights the gap that still exists between Seattle and San Francisco in terms of overall roster strength and execution. Still, divisional battles are always unpredictable, and you can be sure the Seahawks will look to bounce back in the weeks ahead. Looking ahead, the spotlight on Brock Purdy is only going to get brighter. Every game he plays now will be examined under the MVP lens, and fans will debate whether he truly deserves to be called the best player in the league this season. What can't be denied is that he has transformed the 49ers offense and given them a leader who thrives under pressure. For a fan base that has been waiting for stability at quarterback since the days of legends like Joe Montana and Steve Young, Purdy represents hope, belief, and a real shot at returning to football's biggest stage. In conclusion, this 17-13 win over the Seahawks wasn't just another tally in the win column. It was a defining moment that showcased the 49ers' resilience, depth, and leadership. Brock Purdy has once again made his case as a legitimate MVP candidate, and the 49ers have solidified their status as true contenders in the NFC. As the season heats up, the only question that remains is whether anyone can slow down this team's momentum. One thing is certain, the road to the Super Bowl may very well run through San Francisco, and Brock Purdy is steering the ship with confidence and determination. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more 49ers updates and NFL coverage.